When you go on a fishing trip, you're doing more than catching fish. You're reeling in memories, memories that can sometimes outlive you.
Is that the one I just let go?
Captain Mike Gallo has taken out all types of people, but one in particular stays in his net of memories.
Jimmy was battling cancer, and he would have good days and bad days as far as how he felt while he was fishing. He would fish about 20 minutes and he would rest about 30 or even 40 minutes, catch his breath. I think he was on chemo, so it really took a lot out of him.
Captain Gallo asked if Jimmy and his nephew would come back in the fall when the fishing was a little more fertile. Jimmy and his nephew Neil came back in October, and as promised, this was one fishing trip that was imprinted like a photograph on the minds of so many.
Jimmy caught a big redfish and he caught a big flounder. I don't know if it was intuition on my part or just wanting to record it, but I took lots of pictures of Jimmy that day. And of all the species that we caught, Jimmy caught the biggest of every species. I can remember Jimmy saying, if I'd have known they were this much fun to catch, I wouldn't have waited 70 years to catch one.
Jimmy was in the sunset of his life. His last fishing trip had come and gone.
In January the following year, 2009, Neil called me and told me that Jimmy had passed away. And I had all those pictures in my camera. I got them developed and mailed them to him, and they used them at his funeral, which I thought was really cool. Neil also told me that on the ride home that day, Jimmy said that was the best fishing trip of his life.
The poem Heaven's Fishing Hole says each angel was a fisherman who had traded in his pole for golden wings and a game plan at Heaven's Fishing Hole.
And you realize, hey, we're not just moving boxes. We're spending 8 hours on the boat with somebody. We're making friendships and memories for these families that you're a part of those memories, and they last much longer than just the duration of the trip.